Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and today we're back on Paragon. There's been a multitude of gameplays in the background, ranging from nearly every hero that I enjoy in this game. And the idea for this video is to explain my top 5 favorite heroes in the game. Not the best heroes in the game, not meta picks in the game of heroes, my tier list and stuff like that. Just my favorite heroes in the game to play whenever I'm playing Paragon, and that's quite often lately, so I'm going to talk about them in this video. It's going to be a really fun one in my opinion, but before we get to this video, make sure you smash that like button. We're trying to aim for 200 likes in this video. That would be greatly appreciated, and if your mates are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with our content. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Mates, I also read all the comments on the channel. All of you guys have been sending positive vibes and all that good stuff in the comment section down below, having discussions and so on and so on. And it's always fun to join in and just talk about things. Usually in the first hour or 3, I'm there commenting back, responding, and pretty much there non-stop. I can't reply to every comment, because if I did, then I have no time to play games and get other content ready for you guys. And mates, I do urge you right now to comment in the comment section down below. Tell me your top 5 favorite characters in the game at this current moment. Maybe it's because of meta, maybe it's just because of heroes that you enjoy playing on a daily basis. Tell me in the comment section down below, because it would really mean a lot to see what you guys think of your top 5 and other people think of their top 5 and so on and so on. It'll be a fun thing to see. But let's get back on track. At number 5 of my top 5 favorite characters or heroes to play in this game does go to Kwang. Kwang is like that hidden gem. I really don't play him too often in my own champion pool, but then when I do, oh my god, you go beast mode with this character. Majority of the time I do play him in the jungle role, so it gives me a little bit of free time to actually farm up, get my damage output ready before I go for ganks or rotations and go for those clean executions on the enemy play, so I'm able to snowball and then win my games quite easily. And whenever I do play Kwang, I do have the chance to do so many things. There's so many opportunities that just appear out of nowhere when playing Kwang. That tether mechanic he has is amazing to catch enemies off guard, to stop rotations from enemy mid laners doing anything towards your dual lane or your solo lane. There's so many opportunities when playing this character. Followed by his ultimate, you get this massive slow, followed by also being able to teleport to a location. So you can use this for engaging and initiating fights, but also use it to escape. You leave your sword somewhere, then you go run around, someone's chasing you, then you ult away. Simple. Nothing's going to happen to you, because majority of the time, they will never expect you to teleport back to your sword when it's at that great of distance and you're about to die. No one expects it usually. Usually the thing is just going to run off and pretty much just leave your sword there. Then he has great sustain benefits through his lifesteal aura, and also giving himself armor through basic armor and also ability armor when activating Light of the Heavens. This is just a good combo. It just really feels nice, and if anyone goes against you, they really can't do too much to you, because you're just tanking all the damage they're doing. If you do take damage from them, then you just lifesteal it back. And then the icing on top is his ability damage. The base stats on the ability damage is so high already, you don't need anything else. You can just chill with that and you'll be able to do enough damage to kill your opponents and just win games quite easily. But then you start building some cards that give you more damage output. Oh my god, man. Enjoyable as hell playing Kwang. Plus, his abilities look really flashy, so yeah, that's maybe why I really enjoy him. And now let's move on to the number 4 position of this list, and it goes to Crunch. Crunch is something I didn't expect myself playing. When he first got released, it was between Legacy and Monolith. The first patch of Monolith when he ever first came out, like the early access version of Monolith. I was like, oh my god, I really don't like Crunch. I hate Crunch because everything just felt too weak on him. His damage output was weak, his CC was weak, and then also the mana cost on all of his abilities was so high up, it felt not enjoyable to use. And there was so much hype behind him since that trailer he had when it pretty much feels like a fighting trailer or fighting game trailer. It looks so good. I'm like, I have to play this character. He's an animation cancel character. It would be really fun to use in Paragon. Used it, didn't like it. Used it again, didn't like it. Used it again, did not like it at all. Then in version 44, I picked up the character again. I'm like, I'll give it another shot in the jungle role. And oh my god, it feels so good using it. And it feels crazy because your screen shakes when you do certain abilities. So you feel like you're going to KO someone every time you do an ability. It is crazy good. And depending on the scenario you're in, you have different combos that you will use. So it feels really good because you can engage in certain ways, then do a full damage combo, then even a full lockdown combo, then disengage. There's so many things you can do, especially because these abilities are low on cooldown, and they're not really that high up, so you can manage them to your benefit. Then use it in certain ways to do certain things, to do certain fights in the way you want it to do. Pretty much playing the game the way you like it, instead of playing the game that the enemy wants you to play. So it's really fun to use this character. And if any of you mates are maining this character, it's a good choice because it fits into every team comp. There's no disadvantage of using Crunch in my opinion. And now let's move on to the next hero at number 3, and that does go to Murdoch. Yes, Murdoch's been an interesting one. I don't know. I didn't play too much in the carry role with this character. Didn't play this character at all even after the rework. Pretty much didn't bother with this character. I didn't care. Then I picked it up and then I used it in a certain role. Some of you mates already know this since you most likely have seen the video on my channel. Murdoch in the mid lane. This is amazing. It feels so good using him. it feels right, it just feels perfect. So pretty much there's certain stats you can get out of it and certain benefits. One of them, your laser ultimate, you can pretty much do it whatever you want and pretty much dose out your damage quite easily. Same thing in the carry roll, but it's easier when you're in the mid lane since it's pretty much 50-50 chance on each side of the map and you can really snipe someone quite easily. Then also sniping objectives, followed by you gaining momentum for rotations, because mid laners are notoriously known for their good rotations. Good rotations, yeah? But very much, if you're able to rotate with this character, it gives you so much benefit. Because you do have an ability that gives you movement speed increase if you see a low health target visibly on your screen. So pretty much, you see that target, you run towards that guy straight away. Nothing will stop you unless there's full CC by the enemy team. But if there isn't, then you got a good chance of winning that fight quite easily, picking a couple kills in that rotation, then going back to your base and then going to mid lane with a massive lead compared to the mid laner you were versing. And also, since you got an ability that's called Plasma Bolt, I think it's passive every 8 to 2 seconds depending on how many points into it, it gives you increased range on your base tag. And that means so much in the laning phase because you can get CS from afar, but also perk away the enemy champion or enemy hero in your lane, so you're able to dominate and not let them touch the CS at all, or the minions, so you're able to freeze the lane and just dominate even further. Fun hero. Trust me, if you haven't played it yet, you should try and give it a go. And now, let's move on to the number 2 position, and that does go to Revenant in the mid lane. This is a crazy combo. Obviously, you can play him carry roll, it works out pretty good, but I do personally enjoy using this character in the mid lane since I've been doing that from version 42, and when Epic Games of the Paragon team did buff him and give him a stacking slow plus a root of 0.5 seconds on his ultimate, I had to play this character even more. I think he played 50 games in like a couple of days. I really like this character, really fun. His damage output is really high. I think it's classified as broken when he gets Deathcrawler, but even before that, he does quite a bit. And I feel like there's so many opportunities and possibilities when taking this character in the mid lane. You can rotate, gank, and usually win nearly every case of doing so. His early, mid game, and late game are all good. I think his late game is obviously stronger, but his early game is still potentially powerful because he's able to trade in a certain way that many other characters can't, with the 4th shot doing crazy amount of damage, but also that stacking slow that gets out of his Scar ability helps out so much in lane phase, because if the enemy player did their damage and they did their trade and they thought they could actually win and they tried to run away because now they're low on HP, you with that Scar ability on the enemy player, stacking that damage on them at the same time, slowing them down, they can't run away and then they're most likely going to lose that trade, and then the favor of you killing that character is really high. And if that trade happened during your mid game stage when you hit level 5 and you get your ultimate, then you can just tower dive them. They can't do anything. They get rooted. You get another free base attack off, followed up by using your other abilities, then you just destroy them and gain that easy gold bounty. Some of the aspects of this ultimate is broken. I don't know why. I feel like his ultimate is the worst thing in the game. There's so many things that could occur, and it's really hard to remember everything. As a player that mains Revenant, it's impossible half time. Some of the interactions that occur are just insane, because it doesn't make sense to you or the enemy that you alter, because sometimes you both go invisible and then you see their footsteps or their shadow just walking away and going back to their base. It's like, come on, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't see them all the time because sometimes the terrain's in the way, changes the color, I can't really see anything. And sometimes when you try to use that 1v1 ultimate, it becomes a 1v5. So 5-viewer plays destroying that one guy. I don't know, it's really bugged and I'm hoping it gets fixed very soon, but like some of the interactions that occur with it, then I hate some other BS interaction that happens with the actual ultimate. So hopefully we see a fix on that ultimate very soon. And now to move on to the number 1 hero of this list, the top 5 favorite heroes that I enjoy in this game at this current moment, and that does go to no other than Kallari. She's always going to be that go-to jungler, go-to character that I do enjoy in Paragon. Obviously, the meta doesn't shine in her favor at all, even though her slow percentage on her crippling dagger is a lot. Everything else in her kit is easily countable. If the enemy team has hard CC, they can lock her down, then destroy her. And also, if you go into your stealth as Kallari, then the enemy team has wards, or even certain cards like the Unholy Gaze active, you can't really do too much, because every time you try to go for something, they're just going to press the active or use a ward to detect you, and then you got no escape or no engage from Kallari. So it's really annoying playing Kallari, but there's always fun factors, like being super elusive when you can dodge that CC. Then going into stealth once you kill the enemy player from your burst damage. It's so much fun. There's so many things I really enjoy with this character. Obviously in the jungle role, she shines a lot because she can farm, do all she needs to, and then gank and rotate when she can, and apply that map pressure that she needs to apply, because her global presence is crazy. All she has to do is press R, and then she's able to teleport to somewhere. But also, she can just press R and then gain vision on everything and scare the enemy players from doing anything crazy at that moment. Because if Kallari comes there, the majority of the time, she'll be able to shut them down quite easily. And personally, I just love the playstyle of this character. So that's why I'm always connected to it and always having hype moments whenever I do play this character in general in Paragon. So a quick overview of that list. At number 5 we had Queen, number 4 Crunch, number 3 we had Murdoch, number 2 we had Revenant, and number 1 we had Kallari. Obviously, you can check down in the description below. There should be some gameplays connected to these heroes on the channel already, so if you want to watch more about this and just learn about the characters and how I use them in certain roles, there'll be videos in the description below, so make sure to check that out so you're able to watch some gameplay, even more than we'll showcase in this video. But mates, as always, tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below, and also leave your top 5 favorite heroes in the game in the current moment right now in the comment section down below. Obviously, my list will change over time depending on the meta, depending on the scenario, and how the characters feel, and the new heroes that do come out, so most likely we'll update this very soon and try to talk about some other stuff in the near future. But tell me your list in the comment section down below. So mates, if you did enjoy this video, show your smash that bloody like button. We're aiming at 200 likes in this video, so make sure to smash that goal. And if you mates want to see more Paragon Gaming content and gaming content in general on my channel, all you have to do is share with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry. Back very soon. And that's boys, because you ain't seen nothing yet. Mates, maybe next time we do another top 5 favorite heroes in the game, all the characters will change except for one. I think you know which one. Yeah, it was Kallari. Yeah, she's gonna stay at number 1 most likely forever.